Now we go to our next lesson, which is earnings per share, chapter 27 of our conceptual framework book. Okay, ano po ba ang earnings per share? Ang earnings per share ay amount attributable to every ordinary share outstanding during the period. This one is part of equity. So, alam nyo naman kung anong ordinary share. If hindi, ang ordinary share is actually yan yung binibili mo sa isang kumpanya para ikaw ay magmay-ari ng kumpanya. Okay? So, ngayong pandemic, may nakikita kayo sa Facebook na bumaba ang shares ni Jollibee, ni McDo, ni BDO, ni SM, yung mga ganon, yung shares na yun, ang tawag dun is ordinary share. Pwede siyang bilhin ng public. Okay? At pag ikaw ay nagmamay-ari ng isang ordinary share, may-ari ka na ng isang kumpanya. Okay? Now, we are computing magkano ang kinikita ng per share mo. Okay? Ma'am, kumikita ang share? Yes. Kaya nga na kinocompute natin yung earnings per share. Okay? Magkano kinikita ng kumpanya regarding equivalent sa isang share. Okay? Pertains only to ordinary share. So, dalawang klase kasi tayo ng share. You have ordinary share and preference share. Okay? Ang preference share, mas mahal ang value niya. Pero, ang special sa kanya, kaya siya preference, is because mas mauuna kang bigyan ng dividends or yung balik ng company sa iyo, parang profit sharing yung dividends, kaysa sa may hawak ng ordinary share. Okay? And specific yung amount na matatanggap mo when you have preference share. Pero ang earnings per share, they are just focusing on ordinary share. Okay? Composed of dalawang computation. You have basic earnings per share and diluted earnings per share. Okay? How do you present earnings per share? Ang required mag-present, okay, hindi pala how, required mag-present ng EPS ang mga entities who are publicly listed. Ibig sabihin, pwede nilang i-trade sa stock market yung kanilang stocks. Okay? You have entities that are in the process of issuing ordinary shares or potential ordinary shares in public securities market. Okay? Pinaprocess pa lang. Pwede na silang mag-declare ng EPS. And yun lang. Non-public entities are not required to present earnings per share, pero encouraged. Okay? Para malaman ng investor if maganda yung company mo. Pagganda ng iyong EPS, pagganda ng iyong image. Okay? Next. Saan siya gamit? Determinant of the market price of the ordinary share. So, yung mga malalaking value companies ng ordinary share na companies ay mas magandang EPS nila compared dun sa mabababa. Next, we have measure of performance of management. Pagtaas ng EPS mo, ibig sabihin gumagawa ang top management or even the middle management, contributing to the growth and performance of the company. Next, we have basis of dividend policy of an entity. Okay? So, pag magandang EPS, ibig sabihin, pwede silang maglabas ng dividendo every year. Okay? Pero pag kagaya ngayon, may pandemic, EPS ngayon is medyo mababa for some sectors. Hindi lahat ng sectors. Kasi sa food sector, marami sa food ang continuously manufacturing, continuously being bought by families kasi syempre pagkain yun. So, ang EPS niya malaki pa rin. Pero some companies which are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, mababa ang EPS niya. So, hindi sila pwede maglabas ng dividendo this year. Okay? Presentation. So, kapag continuing operations, ibig sabihin going concern yung company mo, present mo lang yun sa face ng income statement ng EPS mo ay ganito. Okay? Pero kapag ikaw ay discontinued operations, ibig sabihin shutdown or there is one part of the company kasi marami kang subsidiaries or marami kang divisions, one part of the company ay discontinued operations na, ibig sabihin shut down mo yung, for example, San Miguel, shut down muna nila yung manufacturing ng kanilang alak kasi mas mahalaga ang alcohol kaysa sa alcohol, yung isopropyl, yung pang disinfect, kaysa sa alcohol na alak. So sinara muna na yun, discontinued operations. So pwede siyang sa face of the income statement ilagay at sa notes to FS, notes of the financial statements. Okay? Kapag negative ang EPS, kailangan i-present mo pa rin siya. Ang tawag sa kanya is basic loss per share. And disclosure on the basis of the consolidated information. Kapag, for example, SM, marami siyang subsidiaries kasi si SM Investment ang may-ari ng SM City, ng Hypermarket, ng Save More, ng BDO. So, ang tawag sa kanila ay subsidiaries. Ang kailangan lang ng EPS, i-disclose mo lang siya sa consolidated, dun sa pinaka-mother financial statement ng lahat ng hawak ni SM, which is the SM Investments Corporation. Okay? Next, basic earnings per share. Ano po siya? That's one of the computation under earnings per share. So, net income divided by ordinary shares outstanding. So, ano kailangan mo tandaan? Yung net income is the amount after deducting dividends on preference share. Hindi mo kasi kailangan si preference share. So, tanggalin mo yung dividends na binigay mo regarding kay preference share. Okay? Then, sabi, if the preference share is cumulative, ibig sabihin, kung hindi ka nagbigay ng dividends kay preference share last year, this year, nag-accumulate na siya. Ibig sabihin, kasama siya this year na dapat ibigay mo. Okay? Deduct current year only from net income whether such dividend is declared or not. Whether nag-declare ka or hindi, basta may naka-ready sa dividend policy mo, kailangan i-deduct mo yung current year only. You do not look at the cumulative value ng prior years. Okay? Then, if the preference share is non-cumulative, wala tayong problema. Current year lang is deducted from net income only if there is declaration. Okay? So, yung kanina, whether declared or not, kapag non-cumulative, kailangan declared siya ng BOD. Okay? If there's significant change in the ordinary share capital, okay, nagbabago, yung bigla nag-fluctuate yung nagmay-ari ng ordinary shares, kailangan ang gamitin ko mong computation ng ordinary share outstanding is average, weighted average of the ordinary share outstanding. Paano yung ginagawa? Kita niyo yung ginagawa sa, basta, pag nag-compute na tayo. Okay? Dilution and antidilution. So, what do we need to know first? You need to know if ano yung potential ordinary shares. Ang potential ordinary shares is lahat ng financial instrument na pwedeng manganak or magbigay sa iyo ng ordinary shares. Okay? Merong convertible bonds payable and convertible preference share. Yung dalawang yun and other financial instruments, pag kinonvert yun, ang ibibigay sa iyo is ordinary share. Ang tawag doon is potential ordinary shares. Okay? So, ano ba yung dilution? Ang dilution is it actually arises when the inclusion of a potential ordinary share decreases the basic earnings per share. Okay? So, dito sa dilution, ang kapag dinagdag mo yung ordinary shares na matatanggap mo sa what do you call this? Sa computation ng basic earnings per share. Okay, for example, entitled ka sa ordinary shares ng convertible bonds payable, tapos biglang nag-decrease yung basic earnings per share mo, dilution ang tawag doon. Okay? Then you have anti-dilution. So this one naman arises when the inclusion of a potential share increases basic earnings per share. So dito naman tumataas yung basic earnings per share mo. Okay? Diluted earnings per share is actually computation is dependent on as if scenario. Okay? Ano po yon? As if the convertible bond payable is converted into ordinary share. So, i-assume mong na-convert siya. I-assume mo din na na-convert yung preference share, convertible preference share into ordinary share. And lastly, i-assume mo na na-exercise yung share options and share warrants. Ano po ba lahat yung mga yan? So, ang convertible bonds payable is actually yung bond payable mo, pwede siyang maging, kunwari, hindi ka nakapagbayad. Okay? Pwedeng yung may hawak ng bonds payable mo, pwede siyang maging may-ari ng kumpanya mo kapalit ng utang. Sa halip na magbayad ka ng utang, ginawa mo na lang siyang may-ari ng kumpanya by converting the bonds payable into ordinary share. Okay? The number of OS outstanding is increased by the number of ordinary share that would have been issued upon the conversion of the bonds payable. Computation kasi yan eh. Okay? Convertible preference share naman, this one, yung preference share mo, pang-inganyo, na hindi lang preference share yung hawak mo. There may be times na when you have convertible preference share, pwede mo siyang there is a specific date na pwede mo siyang gawing ordinary share. Kumbaga, nagsawa ka na sa preference share. Okay? So, yun. Yun lang yun. Then, we have options and warrants. Share options are granted to employees, enabling them to acquire ordinary shares of the entity at a specified price during a definite period of time. This one is parang compensation. Part siya ng compensation. Okay? Bibigyan mo siya ng share options. Meron siyang free will to na bumili ng ordinary shares sa mas mababang presyo at a definite period of time. Okay? Ang share warrants naman is granted to shareholders, enabling them to acquire ordinary shares. So, ito naman, ang share warrants ibinibigay mo sa shareholders. Okay? Ibig sabihin sa may-ari ng kumpanya na pwede siyang bumili ng shares, additional shares at a price lower than fair market value during a definite period of time. So, yun. So, gives you a right to obtain ordinary shares at a specified price that is usually lower than prevailing market price. Okay? So, dilutive if the exercise price or option price is less than the average market price of the ordinary share. Okay? Ang exercise price or option price, yun yung kung magkano mo bibilhin. Sabi ng share option na share warrants, pwede mo siyang bilhin at 80 pesos, pero sa fair market, sa market, mabibili mo siya ng 150. So, parang win-win situation siya sa'yo na may share options ka, share warrants, kasi 80 pesos mo lang siya pwedeng bilhin. Okay, dilutive yun. Okay, so yun. Yan lang. Yun lang kailangan nyo malaman. Okay, so if you have questions, you may chat me, okay, or leave a comment on the lesson, okay, para tayo ay magkaintindihan. Okay, huwag mahiya magtanong. Okay, see you sa sunod na lesson. Bye-bye!